All right. Just make sure we're live. We'll get going. Okay, it looks like we should be. We should be good here. I'm not going to assume till I make sure. The back at home at the moment, so the Wi-Fi can be a little spotty. So we'll see. Okay, we're chugging and we're live. Cool. So, first of all, guys, new audio today. I've tried to do a little bit of more balancing. So I know my streams were a lot quieter than my videos, and people were getting like blasted in the ear when ads would play, because ads are obviously designed to be super loud, so they irritate you and catch your attention. And the stream was pretty quiet relative to the ads. So it's weirdly difficult. You'd think just increasing the output volume of the video would be a very easy thing to do. I've got a limiter to prevent, any kind of my voice from sounding like really foggy and scratchy, but I did put a pretty significant gain on it. I can't make it quite as loud as my videos are, but hopefully this volume's better. So let me know how the audio balancing is with the music, and let me know how I sound, if the volume's good or if I'm sounding distorted or the quality is worse than usual. We can make adjustments. So let me know about that. There are two other things I want to address before we get into it. First is I am quite sick today, not doing well for a variety of reasons, but one of those is that I am ill. So yeah, I've got, I don't know, I think I don't feel like horrible, like I've got a cold or something, but I've been blowing my nose a ton. So I've got, I've got, what is it? Got a box of tissues here, and I've been very heavily using them today. So there's going to be some nose blowing happening, I'm afraid, and if that's going to be a serious problem for your auditory experience, I'm just warning you up front that that's going to happen. The second thing, or the third thing is every time I build around like a good Pokemon, like Iron Valiant, I get a lot of questions about like, have you run out of ideas? What's happened? What's going on? Did you get tired of losing? It's like, no. Actually, with streams, I feel like the streams have been going pretty well lately. Like we've been winning with some whack mons. Sorry, I have to blow my nose there. Yeah, so we've been winning with some whack mons, but I've just built what's interesting to me always. And today I just felt like using Choice Specs Iron Valiant. I feel like it's fun, and that's really all there is to it. There's no grand conspiracy. There's no audio. You do sound congested. Yes, that is just me being ill. That's not the audio. He doesn't feel good, and you may want to make him build with Gudra, displaying symptoms of Avalug withdrawal. Yeah, so due to the illness, I may wrap up stream a little bit early just so I can get to bed a little sooner, because there are some other things I've got to do before hitting the old pillow. But yeah, let's get into this. This should be a pretty simple build today, which is partly why I wanted to do it. So I'll quickly kind of run through this core and what it's going to be. So the first thing is we are obviously running a tap. What is this? For a second I was like, no way Tapu Koko got banned. Yeah, we're in NatDex. This is a NatDex stream. Whoops. So yeah, and I'm assuming I don't see anyone complaining about the audio, so I assume it's pretty good. I'm assuming it's fine. It should sound like it normally does, just louder. That's the hope. But hold on, wait a second. I just realized because they watch the VODs. Okay, because I was going to say I don't do ads on the live streams. But yeah, if you're watching the VOD, hopefully this will be better for you. And the audio balancing will be better there. Okay. Cool, so we are running this with a Tapu Koko, and here's the set. It's going to be Choice Specs, as you can see from the thumbnail. We're going to go with Moonblast. I think Vacuum Wave is like an absolute must. It's priority, it's NatDex. Thunderbolt is so hard to turn down when you have electric terrain right there, and it hits so much super effectively. And for the last, that's one I'm a little bit not sure of. I think probably just Shadow Ball is the right way to go. Yeah, I think just Shadow Ball is the way to go. I'm trying to think if there's any like, I mean, there's like it could go Psyshock. Could go Aura Sphere. Probably Aura Sphere is what's jumping out to me. Because I just feel like we don't really need Shadow Ball because of what else we're going to run. Yeah, I've done Ival Coco in the past. I just had a different approach to it this time that I want to try. And we're also going to be running a Pursuit Pokemon. Probably it's going to be either Kingambit, basically, Tyranitar. Did you hear the council is considering testing Magearna and Zamacrown? I did not. I don't think that's good. Oh, wait. Also, I think I missed a donation. We got £2 donation from I Need Juice 6414. Thank you very much for the $2 saying, what up, Pinka? Can we do mixed val? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not today. No mixed val. We're going full all in on the choice specs. And we've got another $2 donation from I Need Juice. Thank you very much, saying, will Halucha be making an appearance? I mean, I'm not ruling anything out, but I don't think so. I don't think so. And Trishula up in here recommending Focus Blast, but the problem with Focus Blast is that it's Focus Blast, you know, and that's a pretty big problem. So I don't know. We could go Shadow Ball. I'm just trying to think. Like, I can't. It's hard to tell. I think we'll go with Aura Sphere. We got Failed Boy Genius with a £5 donation. Thank you very much, saying, will this be enough for you to get quality cold medicine, Pink? I don't think SRN... You don't think SRN planned this cold after you boxed him up the other week, do you? You know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. SRN is a medical student, which, as all true conspiracy theorists know, anyone in the ivory tower medical scene can instantly make anybody sick when they want at all times. Of course, remember to not trust your doctors. Trust, just trust podcasters. That's where all the best medical information comes from. Doctors, they're just trying to keep you sick. Obviously, I'm kidding, guys. It's really scary, the amount of science denial and general distrust for professionals that's out there. Obviously be skeptical with your own health and ask questions, but generally, if you've got to listen to somebody, listen to the person who knows what they're talking about, which would be the medical professionals. Anyway, though, that rant aside, that aside, yes. So we're going to go with Pursuit. It could also be like a Weavile. That's a possibility. It could also be a Tyranitar. I'm inclined to go Kingambit, but I don't have any like really strong preference. So we'll kind of see. Someone's saying, will Volcarona be a problem? So, guys, at this early on in the building process, you don't worry about that kind of stuff. You don't worry about what looks like a threat defensively. You develop your breaking core, and then you go from there. Is Volcarona a problem for all of these teams? Yes, but they also have 3 Pokemon, you know? So, I'm not broken up about the fact that Volcarona is a problem. Someone says we should genuinely put regulations on podcast equipment. It is a funny joke to say, and it is shocking how much harm someone can just do with a microphone, a microphone and a pretty face. But at the same time, obviously, any restrictions on free speech are going to be turned in in ways that are going to be very bad. So unfortunately, we've got to let the really horrible people say whatever they want online, because any restrictions that be applied, if free speech starts going down, I don't think it's going to be, the dummies with blue Yetis getting silenced. I think it's going to be scientists. Anyway, this is getting bleak. Let's talk about Iron Valiant after I blow my nose here. Trying to make that as quiet as possible so you're not disgusted at home. But yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So here's the approach, right? We run this, black glasses, you know, AV, not really sure yet. Says, you think Joe Rogan is pretty. No, Rogan, a lot of podcasters are very attractive. Rogan is not one such case, at least in my opinion. I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose, but I don't consider Rogan to be particularly attractive. So yeah, and here's the big reveal. So we're going to be going modest on this guy. You guys know I'm greedy as hell. You go modest on this, you get a special attack boost. We'll pair that with choice specs. It's so strong. It's so fun. Like, I just can't help myself, honestly. I know speed boost is good, but when you put an Iron Valiant in front of me, I truly can't help myself. I can't. So, you know, like, let's look at a calc. Let's just kind of to get an idea of how powerful this thing is. Like, let's look at a Gly score. Right? In electric terrain, modest choice specs, you're one-shotting defensive score easily, and you're doing a ton to spit F score. What are some other, like, fun calcs? I think Tox Specs gets, like, absolutely one-shot. Yeah, Spit F Pex is getting one-shot by T-Bolt. That's pretty fun. Landorus, I think, gets completely blown up. Yeah, Landorus is getting one-shot. So in general, just this Iron Valiant is so fun. And yeah, we're going to be running that. So the idea is, here's the breaking core. I'll explain the breaking core. So I know my explanations are, I'm a little foggy today. Got the sickness brain fog a little bit. But BK, I didn't know BKC had a podcast. That's interesting. But breaking core. So yeah, we've got specs, modest, Ival. What walls it? Clodsire. Not even really Blissey and Chansey, honestly, I don't think. Yeah, Aurasphere is going to absolutely shred that, so. Is Clodsire it? Not much. Like Glow King, I guess. Can AV Mola take 2 Moonblasts? I like how they always put 20 HP on these AV Mola sets, as if anybody's packing that. Okay, so no, with rocks up, they're actually dying. That's super cool. Have you considered using Banded Valiant? I think Banded Valiant is super cool, particularly Adamant Banded, I think is a super cool idea, and I'd be down to try it at some point. And I probably will try it at some point, honestly, but I think Specs is better in general. I think it's going to be stronger and do better for us. But yeah, Banded Val. I'm definitely not sleeping on Banded Ival, but the contact is really what gets me. Like, the fact that we can just click Moonblast over and over and kill like almost everything in the tier is really tough to pass up. No, Goldengo honestly is not really switching in on this, right? We look at Goldengo here. Like Moonblast is 2-hit KOing. Even like max HP Gold has a chance to die. Your T-Bolt's doing a billion, so Gold is not really an answer to this Specs Ival. It's pretty much just Glow King and Claude, I think. And Pursuit, you know, Pursuit breaks that. I'm thinking, honestly, this Specs Ival is so strong. Maybe we don't need a Pursuit Trapper. Just something to think about, because I'm realizing this might not be entirely necessary. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I mean, even banded in terrain, there's right. You've got a higher attack stat, and you've got Thunder Punch. So Thunder Punch is solid too. I will not run Liquidation on band Ival. It'll probably be CC, Spirit Break, Shadow Sneak, Knockoff. Honestly, if I had to like give a set, that'd probably be what I'd be most inclined to run. But I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be tough to justify ever using band over specs just because of the Moonblast and the lack of contact. So okay, and the idea behind this team is the thing that, because I tried to get this core to work and I couldn't before, and I think it's because I was using Wish Mola. I think that was a little greedy. We don't really need Wish to make this breaking core work or support everything. So I'm thinking AV Mola offense with modest specs Ival is broken. It sounds broken to me. So we're going to basically just give that a try today. That's all we're doing. I want to like maybe draw some inspiration from a previous team I built here, which is, let's go to Natdex. The previous team I built here with Heracross that's actually been performing really well. I tried, after the last Heracross stream, I tried switching out for Petulant, and like it has some weaknesses, but generally this is a really strong team. And I feel like a model kind of similar to this could work really well for this Specs Ival squad. Spadef Pharaoh. Yeah, so someone saying your walled by nothing list seems very prediction reliant. And yes, I agree. But when we're talking walled, we're not talking like it switches in once or twice. I'm talking, when we talk about breaking cores, I'm saying over a long-term game, could I break? Is there any Pokemon that's going to shut me down long-term? Obviously, there are Pokemon, like Spadef Moltres can switch in on a Moonblast and take 40, and I'm forced to switch out. But that Pharaoh is not going to be walling me long-term. That Moltres is not going to be walling me long-term. That Goldengo is not going to be walling me long-term. So when I talk about what Pokemon wall it, right, a Claude and Glowking can come on in this Iron Valiant like 10 times. A Pharaoh can come in maybe 3 if it really gets every read right. So that's the difference. I'm not saying I'm going to kill everything else in one hit or that nothing else is going to force me out. I'm just saying these are the things that I'm afraid of long term. So, okay, with that in mind, could run maybe Balloon on this. Petulant might be good. But yeah, honestly, I probably could just rip this team and put on a Specs Ival like right here. Probably wouldn't be too bad. We could try that, give that a go. If we didn't, it'd be over Heracross, I'm thinking. If we didn't do that, we'd probably go like Lando Pharaoh would be my guess for these last 2 slots. Yeah, probably Lando Pharaoh. Gives us the ground, flying, psychic, Pokemon help with psychic types, which this seems pretty good too. I'm trying to think if there's anything major that's like a huge threat for this core, and nothing's really jumping out at me. I think this would probably be like a Helmet, Fizdef, Landorus would be the thought process. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't use a Mega Evolution, which is kind of an L, because I really like Mega Evolutions, and I feel like they're really strong, but you don't necessarily need to have one. I guess if we were to go... If we were to go with this Heracross team, so it'd be Valiant over Heracross. We'd kind of switch out that main breaker. Choice specs, we'd probably switch the set on Ival. Is there a chance we'd go with something over... this? Like, probably not, honestly. I love fitting Lopunny onto teams because it's a Lopunny. And it's just, like, it's so good. So that would be kind of a good option to give us priority. But then we have this huge ground weakness that would need to be fixed. So we'd probably swap out Peturunt for something flying, or potentially switch both of these guys. Yeah. If we swapped Peturunt for something flying, like what would it be is the question. Kind of seems like it'd be like a Corviknight would be what jumps out at me. Maybe give us a bit of an issue with T-Spikes, but we could maybe go with a Moltres as well. I think Moltres would probably be the best fit here. Also helps us with the Scizor problem and Zama. So I think Moltres would be the move. Let's see if this team has any like huge flaws that I've missed. I don't think so. I honestly think this looks pretty solid too. Hot take, Megas got power crept and are nowhere near as mandatory as they were in the past. Not really. I mean, Zardwai is better than ever in Nat decks. But like, I'd say in general, yeah. Like in Nat decks, there's inherently going to be power creep in Nat decks because nothing ever leaves except poor Ash Greninja, which is such a shame. I kind of wish we still had that around. So that's really sad. I really miss Ash Greninja. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, everything's that from a previous gen is inherently going to get power crept unless the metagame benefits it like Zardwai does in Nat decks because of the Paradox Pokemon, largely. Yeah, I don't really see any like huge threats. Wellspring. Wellspring is kind of a nightmare here. Wellspring is quite a nightmare here, actually. So we'd probably maybe go with Zapdos instead. Yeah. I think that would work just fine. Gives us a little bit of a Volt turn kind of core. That's fun too. Yeah, I think that works. So we'll call this V2. We changed quite a bit from that Heracross team. This kind of just gave us a little bit of a mold. We'll call this V1. We'll start with V1 because it has our kind of initial breaking core idea, and we'll just sort of see how we feel with it. I think we'll go Electrium Z on this. U-turn, T-Bolt, Hidden Power, Ice, and I'll go Dazzling Gleam. I often like going with Taunt, but I don't think we really need it here. I like Black Glasses on Gambit. We'll go Pursuit, Knockoff. Do we need... No, we don't need help against other Gambit, so we can go Iron Head and just Sucker Punch, and I think just 4 attacks is fine here. Sure, we'll go Adamant. Adamant Max. Assault Vest, go Flip Turn. Mirror Coat, for sure. Flip Turn, Mirror Coat are kind of always... Knockoff, I think, is just... Well, we kind of have a lot of other knockoff Pokemon, though, so I sort of wonder if it is really worth using. Could do stuff like Play Rough, Body Slam is always a thing, Scald is a thing. We'll go Knockoff and Aqua Jet, maybe. That seems fine. We'll see. We can see how we feel about that as we proceed, and we'll go Max. Max. Minus speed, of course, guys. Never forget the minus speed on Mola. Landorus, I'm feeling Helmet on this. I think this is a good fit. Oh, we're going Defog, though. Actually, no, we've got to be a little speedy. We've got to outpace Gold, at least. So we probably want to just go for outspeeding Tusk. Peturunt isn't much of a thing, I don't think, in this tier. Let me double check that. It's like not many EVs, but, you know, you can't be... In higher ladder, what are we looking at? Or let's... 1630, because that's usually who we're playing against. Peturunt is 2. Okay, that's worth hitting that. And then we'll go 248 and just a little bit into bulk. So that seems fine. Defog, U-turn, EQ, and A lot of options. We've got Toxic, we've got U-turn. I mean, so excuse me, we've got Knockoff, we've got Toxic. I feel like Toxic's just such a good move. How could you not be a Toxic fan? And then we'll go Stealth Rock, Power Whip. Well, can we just grab a Pharaoh set? I feel like we want like a mixed defensive one. Yeah, like let's just honestly rock with this. I'm kind of split on whether we go Fizz Def or Spidef, so I feel like this kind of mixed one here seems like a pretty good play. Is that it? Iron Barbs. We've got Rocks, we got Defog, we got the Mola, we got the Gambit, we got the Z move, we got... Okay, yeah, this looks good. Let's just run it, see what happens. And if we're not having a lot of success with it, we can just switch over. Yeah, seems good. We'll see. Maybe I forgot something. I didn't really, like, take my time with this builder. Someone says, you sound ill, Pinka. I am ill. I am indeed ill. Guys, do remember to like the stream if you're enjoying, as always. I've been forgetting to say that. Viewership's a little low. Might be the irregular time, too, but let's see if we can get some people in here. Actually, what am I saying? We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people. Do a quick nose blow. Okay, here we are, into the battles, HF. So there's an Iron Moth, which is kind of one of the few things that's a little bit tough for Iron Valiant. Definitely a Zard Y. And the Calc's not showing us stuff. Okay, the Calc's now there. So I want to see if we can kill a Zard Y. We unfortunately cannot. Like, just barely we can't, which is pretty sad. So let's see. I love Mola here, though. Mola looks amazing in this matchup. I honestly think I'm fine to just lead with Mola, because we can just let a Mirror Coat rip immediately. And like, there's no way you're not Zard Y here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start this game by just one-shotting their Zard Y, which I'm really happy with. I've got, obviously, no problem with that. Do I ever see Thunderous rising up from SVUU and us having the 4 forces of nature in OU? Well, let's see. There's Tornadus, we got an OU. Landorus, we got an OU. Enamor. Oh, you're right. No, unfortunately, though, no. I don't think the Torn Dream is happening anytime soon. Pharaoh is like really just not important this game. There's a chance we get Weatherballed. I think I'm fine to go into it anyway. And they just click Volt Switch. Okay, that's fine. Let's get a Calc on that. That did a lot to Pharaoh. Modest choice specs, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's see. So, okay, we got the Modest. It kept the set, and that did how much to Pharaoh? 26. So probably maybe like Timid choice specs. Or like Modest Magnet on a good roll. Probably Timid choice specs, I'd be inclined to say. So we're likely going to just get hit with a Mystical Fire here, which is obviously not great news. So I'm down to go into Mola on this. And yeah, okay, we get Nuzzle. That's honestly fine, because now I can get the slow flip on this Hatterene. So I'm not really distressed about that at all. Mirror Code is so smart. I wish I could take credit, but it's really, really standard on Mola. Okay, so like that's totally fine. You're doing 0. So yeah, I'm thinking we just want to start a cycle of clicking U-turn and flip turn. I think Landorus has the stronger U-turn against this team, so let's just go into Landorus and click U-turn. This might have no, it doesn't have a Rocky Helmet. It's probably like, geez, I don't know, maybe Covert Cloak, maybe Custap Berry, hard to say. But we can just keep clicking flip turn here. We have no, there's a chance as they switch out we get paralyzed, but we have no reason to not just keep this cycle up. The odds are in our favor for this to go well. And unfortunately, the thing happened that I said would be bad. But this thing does not kill us with any move, so I'm totally down to click Mirror Code here. And unless we get paralyzed again, something is dying. Let's see, King Gambit comes in. Oh no, it's a Psychic move. Very smart. We might get Pursuit Trapped here. Fortunately, we do not. I should have thought about the Volt Switch thing. That was pretty bad on my part, honestly. Just not good playing. But we can Earthquake here and hit the Hatterene for a lot of damage. So yeah, bad playing on my part, leaving Mola in there, but we turned out okay. So I'm worried about Pain Split, so I could U-turn into Mola and kind of regen up a little bit more, but I think I'll just throw off an Earthquake and finish the Hatterene off. Play it safe. My opponent they don't really have a good answer here. So this Tusk is, it's honestly not that much of a threat. I think I just go hard Pharaoh. Pharaoh is pretty much good for nothing at this point. Like if they have CC, and they want to kill me, like, okay, I'll go for rocks here. Yeah, they have CC. Oh, they don't even kill. That's awesome. So now I definitely just spam rocks because I'm healing more with leftovers than they do with rapid spin. So the play is just to click stealth rock over and over. And they go for the headlong rush, which is cool because now I can outspeed with Iron Valiant and kill with Vacuum Wave, which allows me to keep rocks up, which I think is definitely a worthwhile endeavor here. Let me not click Aura Sphere on accident. That would be bad. So we'll just go for a Vacuum Wave here. Who started using the AV Mola set? AV Mola has been a thing for just a really long time. Like, ever since it got flip turn, AV Mola, I think, has kind of been a thing instantly. You can't really take credit for it. Like, it's a good Pokemon. You know, you can popularize things, but I wouldn't say anyone, like, really started it. I think it was just kind of pretty obvious. But I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe someone did popularize it big time. I know. I think I popularized like Eject Acrobatics Mola in OU for a while, but people don't use that much anymore. But I'd never take credit for like inventing Mola. Like, it's a good Pokemon. You know, okay, they suck Tusk, so it goes down. Like, good Pokemon will find their way anyway. It always irritates me when people try to take credit for, like, just Pokemon being good. Like, they're, like, acting like there's some kind of, like, just, like, Kingmaker, and they're like, oh, I discovered, or it's like, come on. I think we just flip turn here. Okay, they throw off the substitute. That's fine. I'm inclined to go Gambit here to threaten the Sucker Punch and then just switch back into Mola. Okay, they go for the Fiery Dance. Cool. I think we Jet. How much is Vacuum Wave doing from Ival? Vacuum Wave is doing 14, so we do indeed Jet here. If we get off this Jet, we're officially in the clear. Cool. And they try to sub and they fail to, which is awesome news. I will just go for another Jet. Flip turn would be better for positioning, but at this point in the game, the only way we throw this is by risking just getting like paralyzed a bunch. So actually, even that would be fine because we can kill this Iron Moth with a terrain boosted Vacuum Wave. But okay, cool. Goes down. Excuse me. Had a little nose blowing thing there. Yeah, so we're just not afraid of this at all. I'll flip turn out here. If they want to kill me, that's fine. We have an Iron Valiant, so... And this is leftovers, so we know it's not Chople. Something fishy. I will mute you soon if you keep spamming this. And I would have answered your question, but since you're spamming, I don't want to. I'm not inclined to anymore. We'll go into this. We'll just click Aura Sphere. No. Yeah, someone asked in the chat if Electric Immunity blocks Electric Terrain the move, and it does not. Yeah, so I just click Aura Sphere there. We do good damage, and now I can just win with Vacuum Wave, which is nice. So let's honestly go Coco here. Let's go out in style. Okay, that works too. Let's just Degleam. Okay, they go for the Thunderclap. Fine. Just to not reveal... Actually, we probably should have not done that, because now we've revealed set information that didn't need to be revealed. We can sack Mola and then just finish it off with Ival. Is fine here. Let's see if we get paralyzed. We get the flip turn off. Ival comes in. How much is a critical hit Sucker Punch from this King Gambit doing? Can't kill, but at the same time, our Vacuum Wave also super kills, so let's just click that. GG. Pretty dominant win. 5-0. Never felt worried for a second in that game. It was kind of over turn one when the Zard died. AV Mola is also just amazing. Yeah, goal for this team is pretty simple. It's Specs Modest Ival in terrain. And it's just super strong. Okay, something fishy stopped spamming, so fine, I will answer. Oh, this is why we need Pursuit. It's because of this. These horrible people running Shedinja. Hitting me with the GL when bro brought a Shedinja. I know what you're up to. Shedinja players only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Okay, I think I kind of just want to lead with... I think I want to lead with Landorus here. I don't see that... Well, they might lead. They really might lead with Cura, might they? Let's lead with Mola. We can knock off some stuff. Okay, if it's going to be a Toxapex lead, I hate T-Spikes here is the main trouble. I'm okay clicking knockoff. I don't see Toxapex doing anything other than just like T-Spiking here. Yeah, T-Spike comes off. Let's go Pharaoh here. Get up Stealth Rock. Our opponent really hates Stealth Rock, and we don't get burned immediately, which is also awesome. We will probably defog later, but we want to put pressure on them for now. And let's get a Leech Seed going. And this is really bad luck for them. They are not getting what they need here. Let's Power Whip. They keep not getting this burn. This is wild. Okay, so we can honestly go Landorus. Their team kind of hates Toxic plus Earthquake. So let's just throw off a Toxic here. Cool. And now I think is a solid time to defog. Just get those hazards off the field. And I'm down to click Earthquake here. This is a defensive Toxapex confirmed, so it'll live. Never mind. How did it die to that? Okay, well, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. It died. That's good. I'm inclined to... Oh, I really don't want to let the Kingambit get like ground Z'd or something. That would be tragic. But I also really don't want to let this thing like start dancing or do anything crazy. Part of me wants to stay in Intoxic, but that feels like a total throw in a lot of cases. Let's go on the aggressive and go into Coco here. Okay, we just see Substitute come out. Could be Ground EMZ. Earth Power is not likely to kill, though, so I think I'll just throw off a D-Gleam, and we'll see what this thing wants to do. And it just throws off a regular old Earth Power. Let's U-turn. I don't see Kyurem staying in here, and Kingambit enters. Beautiful. So see that U-turn come off. That let's check a calc and see. Okay, so that indicates max HP, which is good to know. Interesting. Okay, so I think it's a chance it's AV. We could see leftovers. When we go into Ival, that will kind of change. Okay, so we do see leftovers confirmed. So our Moonblast is likely to kill here, but not guaranteed. So I think we Aura Sphere. I figured Shedinja would come in. We're clicking Aura Sphere again. They should be super scared of Pursuit, like all Shedinja. And this one is not at all. So let's go for one more Aura Sphere, and we do catch the Landorus coming in as I expected. And now let's go into Kingambit here. They should go back into Shedinja, but we'll see. And we do indeed catch the Shedinja. And let's click Pursuit and kill this horrid creature. Down you go. That felt great. You suck. I hate Shedinja. I hate Shedinja. Okay. This we can just go Landorus, right? There's no reason to I mean, here in this case though, have we seen if we outspeed this Landorus? We came in. Yeah, they do outspeed. So I think the right play here is to U-turn. They should be going into Kyurem, I'd expect. Okay, they're clicking Swords Dance. So I would have liked to have stayed in that case, but I didn't think they'd go for that. That's kind of a weird play. Yeah, that's still fine. That's still totally fine. We can just go into Ival here. Click a nice Moonblast. Hopefully this isn't like Custap or something stupid. Okay, good. It's not. And we should just be good to win with Vacuum Wave, honestly. This Lopunny, easiest Landorus ever. We do get that one-time Intimidate. Now it has Scrappy, but we got the one-time Intimidate. I'll just click Defog here. Just get rid of these hazards to make it easier for Iron Valiant in the endgame. Gambit comes in. That's fine. Let's just click Earthquake. Okay, Pursuit comes out there, and I think Helmet should kill, so let's just U-turn. It'll Sucker Punch, take us out. Totally fine. As I said, we are A-okay with that. Let's go Coco. Yeah, and we just D-Gleam. We never let this thing sub up. Okay, and we just kill. That works too. No complaints there. We always just attack here. GG. And then we can just go Ival here. Quick attack will not kill us, and we do kill with a Vacuum Wave. This is why we love Vacuum Wave, guys. You seeing how like useful this move is? So useful. Priority in Natex is just, you never want to go anywhere without it. How many games have Pinka lost to Shedinja to have this rage? A lot. But like the reason I hate it is because it goes against everything that like Pokemon is about. It's the same. It's like what I dislike about Stall, but kind of the next level. It's like I'm going to use a Pokemon that if you have a Pursuit Trapper or a Weather Pokemon is like useless. But I'm going to hope you don't have it, and I'm going to hope your Central Breakers can't touch it, because then your team is going to be it's going to be totally unwinnable. So it's like you're using this garbage mon as a complete matchup fish. Now, credit to it, it's generally not good because it's so inconsistent, and there can be some creative dynamics in team building around Shedinja because of that, right? Like because it's bad and because it's so extreme, people that try to work it into balanced teams and use it in a creative way to answer certain threats, I have a little bit of respect for that. So I don't like hate on my opponent for using Shedinja necessarily. I guess probably came across that way. My bad if so. I'm not trying to like hate on that person specifically. But yeah, it irritates me because I think it's just a really, really irritating matchup fish in pretty much every case. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this game. I'm going to quickly give my nose a quick blow and then we'll get into it. All right, so if I recall correctly, this is a Zard X. Coco looks amazing against this team, so I'm inclined to just lead with that. Okay, and they instantly lead with Treads, which is booster speed. So that's not so good. Let's go into Landorus on this and see what they want to do. Probably just get up rocks. We can defog that immediately. They go into Slowbro. Makes sense. Fair enough. I'm down to go into... I think this is a helmet set. I actually think I want to go Mola here because of the Future Sight possibility. Let's just get rid of this this helmet quickly. We have 3 knockoff, but that's probably too much. Probably too much. We can go for a knockoff, though. It's fine. Gambit comes in. Okay. I don't really want to lose my AV in this matchup, so I think we go into Landorus. Let that eat a knockoff. Or we could go Pharaoh. Is not a bad play either. Just trying to think what's... Pharaoh's kind of good here, though. And this is sort of what Landorus is for. So let's go Landorus. Yeah, knockoff, we ate it. We didn't love eating it, but we ate it. And now we can U-turn out. Probably Slowbro comes in, and we can go into Iron Valiant and threaten it massively. Could go for an aggressive Aura Sphere to catch the Treads. I don't really think we need to, though. I think the Treads will take so much damage from a Moonblast. Okay, we see no helmet too, which is cool. So let's calc that U-turn. That U-turn indicates Fizz Def. Great to see. So we can go Ival, and we do threaten a kill here with a Moonblast. I believe, yes, we do. Very likely to kill if they stay in. Yeah, they do stay in, and they do die. Okay, beautiful. That's a huge kill. That's actually a huge, huge kill. We can go Mola here. And, oh, they're okay, that's pretty scary. So this is a Zard X. What are we doing here? Okay. Zard, okay, here we go. So, yeah, pretty threatening damage here. I'm going to hope it's not Outrage, and I think I'm going to flip turn here. Let's see what it is. It clicks DD again. Okay, so that's somewhat, like, kind of arguably sort of manageable. This is scary. I think we go Landorus to bait out the Blitz, and then we go Mola, then we go back into Landorus, is what I'm thinking. Okay, we did successfully bait out the Blitz, so that went pretty well. Let's go back into Landorus here, see what they want to click. It is going to be another DD, okay. How much is Ival doing with Vacuum Wave is an important question. Okay, so I think this thing killing Landorus, let's check the recoil on that. Against Landorus, how much recoil are you taking? 27. Yeah, that'll be more than enough. So let's do it. Okay, and they go for Dragon Claw, unfortunately. So we are not going to get any recoil to speak of. Not good news. Not good news, folks. Yeah, this is tricky. We could go Coco here and like D-Gleam. to open up for Iron Valiant to kill. That could be a play. My worry if I go Mola is that they click Roost, so I think we kind of have to do this, unfortunately. Coco is not vital to this game. So let's do it. Let's go in and click Degleam. Okay, and they just have EQ. Makes sense. We'll go into this. We'll Vacuum Wave here. This is likely to kill, 70% chance to kill. We do get the kill. Thank heavens. We'd be in serious, serious trouble if we didn't. All I have to say about that. I think we go Pharaoh here. Actually, it's probably going to be a fighting move coming out, isn't it? So I'm actually going to make a bold play and stay in Vacuum Wave again, because I think it's so likely that a fighting move comes off here, and I want to damage this thing. Oh, no. Okay, it clicked Spirit Break. Didn't see that coming, honestly. Really didn't see that coming. I think that's super weird, but okay, let's flip turn here. Okay, we see the Swords Dance come out. That's not good news. We can go into Pharaoh. After CC is Gambit killing with a Sucker. Should be, yeah. So let's... Can we afford that? Can we afford to lose Pharaoh in this endgame, though? Not really. Let's go Mola, and we do just die to the CC. So we have to hope King Gambit here can, like, get a critical hit, basically. Yeah, we should have kept our Ival around. I was trying to think. This went awry because I was really just expecting a Zard Y, but I should have probably just thrown out Landorus. Okay, they're going Treads. Weird play, because they're kind of letting us. I think they might be letting us sort of take control of this game a little bit. Because I can set rocks. Not really. Hopefully they don't have low kick. If they have low kick, it's super over. Let's go for the Iron Head. Okay, they're also speedy. Let's go for another Iron Head. Hopefully we can win the tie. They just won both ties, unless they're Jolly, which I don't think they are. GG, that was unfortunate, but I feel like we got kind of BS'd. Like I don't think that was an issue with the team. I think we just, like, it turned out to not be Roost. Like that was just an irritating one. And they're like, why'd they go for like a hard Spirit Break on the Ival there too? That was also super weird. I don't know. That was just an unfortunate game. I think if we face that matchup again, we're super winning. HF. Okay, let's see. This looks like a Thunderbolt. No, not quite a Thunderbolt. This looks like kind of a Moonblast game, though. Yeah, I'm thinking they'll probably just lead with Garchomp, so I'm inclined to just start with my own Iron Valiant. This looks like a super good matchup. Unless the Garchomp gets really out of hand, I think we're fine. HF, no, I'll have a great time. Okay, fair enough. Okay, Moth start. Good on you. Going to Mola here. Sludge Wave comes off. That did a lot. I think that's Specs. No, I just kind of underestimate Iron Moth, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Let's flip turn. Okay, they're going to U-turn out. Totally fine. Yeah, U-turn set. Probably Boots. Looks like special attack boosting, though, based on the damage. Or, no, actually, it could have done more, so... Could be maybe a high roll speed boosting. Yeah, they're disconnecting. I don't think they like flip turn. Okay, we got the flip turn out. Rocky Helmet. That's good. That's good. Let's Moonblast here. Corviknight comes in. Okay, fair enough. Let's see if we got leftovers in the house. Okay. So now that the Garchomp's helmet, I'm like less threatened by everything here. I think we can just go Mola to get a little regen health back is fine. We got to be careful about Landorus's health though. We don't want this situation. We don't want this game to go, horrible because of hazards. That would be bad. So right, like you can't really kill me without specs. I still think it's fine to go Pharaoh here. Yeah, that is specs. So good thing I got out of that situation. I'm thinking the Moth comes in here. I really want to knock off its boots. Okay, we did indeed knock off, and it was indeed boots. Makes sense. And it's speed booster, which is preferable, so we're not going to get blown up by discharge anytime soon. So now this thing cannot kill us. But it could volt switch into you know, a T-Tar. So I think we go Lando. I would normally go Lando. I think we're just in such a good matchup. We don't need to risk it. Yeah, good thing I didn't. And let's just click rocks here, honestly. Yeah, this is, I'm not worried about this. Let's go Mola. Like, they should U-turn, but they didn't. So yeah, we're playing this game really passively, and it's going great. And we've seen last time, based on the damage that Corviknight took, that this Moonblast is going to 2-8 KO Corviknight. So our opponent has really kind of backed themselves into a corner here. And their play is to sack the Garchomp, which I question the wisdom of that, because now Thunderbolt really blows up your whole team. But hey, I guess to each their own, you know? People are going to make decisions. Let's T-Bolt here. Even with terrain gone, T-Bolt is looking just absolutely amazing against your team. And they're just going to sack Corviknight. Ival comes in. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Let's degleam. Okay, yeah. Really weird plays coming out from my opponent here. I really don't understand. I guess they were used to electric terrain being up, thinking their Iron Valiant could outspeed Tapu Koko because they were so used to terrain being set. But yeah, that's weird. Okay, we're facing a full electric terrain team. So this, we kind of have to be careful against this. I feel like these are the teams we have not like trouble against, but more trouble. Oh, excuse me, more trouble against. Surprised to see the Zard here. I'm guessing it's a Zard Y. But like if you're running terrain and Zard Y, it feels like Raging Bolt. Not having that's kind of a missed opportunity, but I guess I'm not going to judge. I think I just want to lead. Well, honestly, I want to lead with Mola because there are no dark types here. If the Koko lead, okay, Iron Leaves was not a lead I anticipated, but Landorus is a really good response to Leaves. We've got a pretty bulky Landorus, so this should be fine. CC comes out. That's beautiful. That is definitely banned. There's no way it could do that much otherwise. Sure enough, it is. We could throw off an Earthquake. I honestly want a Toxic here because that's going to hit the Tusk or the Zard, and they're going to hate that. So, okay, we throw off a Toxic, and we do hit. Beautiful. So it's going to get us out of potential Zard X disaster like last time. And we can just go into Mola here. They should just click Weather Ball. If they Solar Beam aggressively, good. Oh, good play, good play. Unfortunately, you got a pretty bad roll on that, so it's just not going to do enough. So we can just flip turn out here, and the Koko comes in. There's a chance it's Hidden Power Fire and can blow up our Pharaoh. I don't think you run Hidden Power Fire Koko when you have a Zard Y, so I'm just going to go into Pharaoh. And they do indeed run Hidden Power Fire Koko when they have a Zard Y, so let's check. I think that's also Specs. Whoops. Fire. Yeah, so that is Specs Hidden Power Fire in the house. Good to know. That's rough. That's really rough, but we can try to adapt. So Iron Valiant will survive here pretty convincingly. Actually, no, not convincing, but it will survive. So we can go into Iron Valiant here, and I think that is our best play. And I think we want an Aura Sphere to cover the switch. Just make sure quickly I didn't miscalc. Okay, it looks like I didn't. All right, good switch to Leaves, but I think, oh my gosh, that is really way bulkier than I thought it would be. I think we can go King Gambit here. I feel like they're going to click Psyblade, but we'll see. If we get CC'd again, I guess our opponent's just cracked. Yeah, we do see the Psyblade come out, and now I can click Pursuit because we know this thing is locked in. Yeah, so they're this is why I hate using Iron. Like, I tried using it once and it was just tragic because you can't really click Psyblade because any Pursuit Pokemon is just going to destroy you. When you're like it's a sad situation. So we have a chance to kill with Sucker Punch here, not a good one. I think we do go Mola. I was gonna say I really felt like the Weather Ball was coming there, and we can click Flip Turn just fine. They go into Koko, makes sense. We can go into our own Koko here, which doesn't die to any of their hits. I wonder if we can actually threaten to kill with a Gigavolt Havoc. Not quite. Well, there's a small chance, but I think we can Degleam here. Getting this in the range of Vacuum Wave would be pretty sick. Their team is actually looking super vulnerable to Vacuum Wave really soon. And we can see what they want to lock themselves into. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for the advice on my Banat RMT. Much appreciated. Happy to help out. I don't usually leave comments on RMT, but your team was super interesting and I love Banat. So glad I was able to help and glad you were happy with it. So this is one of the like biggest problems remaining. I think I honestly just want to blow this up with a Gigavolt Havoc. Okay, wow. So they crazy move there. Did not see that coming at all. They should go into Tusk here, realizing that I didn't see Scarf. Usually these guys run specs. Maybe I should have considered Scarf more, but at least our Coco's alive and we didn't get Tachyon cuttered. But yeah, as expected, the Tusk does come in. Booster speed, not really what we want to see, but not a surprise. Let's go into Landorus on that. We should be able to live an Ice Spinner unless it's like Booster Speed Bandit or something wild. Cool. And yeah, Ice Spinner here is not killing in really any world, so I think we just U-turn. Okay, they're staying in. That indicates they should be clicking Ice Spinner here. So there's really no reason for me to not go into Iron Valiant straight away. And we absolutely click Aura Sphere here. The Rocks is rough, but Coco is dead, so that's good news. That's definitely good news. The other thing we can do if Crown comes in is kind of put it in a bad spot by trapping it, by going Lando. Yeah, so they're confident this is going to live, which scares me. That really scares me. I think we can sack Coco, go back into Ival, and then Moonblast. That's my thought process here. And then that should position us well for the win, because... No, actually it wouldn't. Because they'll still outspeed us with the Crown. Okay, I think I have a plan to win this game. So we go Coco, we sack it here. We go into Ival, we click Moonblast. When the Crown comes in, we go into Landorus. So they either have to kill us with Tachyon or Volt Switch. Okay, they sack the Zard. I think the plan is still going fine. Yeah, so we outspeed this, which is another thing. Modest specs Ival outspeeding Zard Y and the other base hundreds is so huge. So we can go into Landorus here. This won't die to a Focus Blast, so we can scout that, and it'll block a Volt Switch, which is the big thing. Okay, and they Volt Switch, huge. So if they Volt Switch, right, that's a fine outcome for us, because we can just click U-turn here, right? And then we can bring in our... actually, I think we go... Yeah, we can just go Mola and flip turn if they want to. If they want to stay in. Okay, Hands is coming in. Fine. We see that did like nothing, but anyway, that's still fine. We can go Iron Valiant here and Moonblast. We can consistently trap the Iron Crown by going Landorus plus King Gambit, unless they Focus Blast here. That would be pretty smart. They Tachyon Cutter, so I think we're in the clear because we can Pursuit Trap this thing here. Yeah, we get the Pursuit Trap, and now I believe we win with Moonblast. That's the idea. That's the theory. I think we Iron Head here, so we can Vacuum Wave our way out if it starts going for crazy stuff. Okay, cool. So now it's just up to, can this Iron Valiant kill an Iron Hands? Unless it's Assault Vest Heavy Slam, basically we should be good. Yeah, it's got to be AV Heavy Slam. Okay, let's see if it's Heavy Slam. It's AV Heavy Slam, folks. Okay, that's not good news. That's really bad news. Dude, what? How was I to know, genuinely? How was I to know? I mean, yeah, I don't really know what we do here. We have to hope it doesn't click Drain Punch, even though it really should. We can Aqua Jet and hope for the critical hit or something. Let's see what it clicks. They click Thunder Punch and they don't kill. Huge. If they click Drain Punch there, which I think they had, they would have won. Maybe they don't have Drain Punch though. Or maybe they had CC. Possible as well. So unless there's any crazy nonsense I didn't foresee, beautiful. We get the win with Aqua Jet Mola. That's nice. That's nice. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. We're 4-1 right now. We've had one kind of unfortunate loss and the rest have been pretty solid wins. That one got a little dicey there at the end, but the pursuit has been good. HF. Okay. This is an interesting one. I feel like our matchup's really good. Ival honestly looks like it just smokes. This entire team looks like it was made to get destroyed by mine. Like, I'm talking big, but I think it's valid. Like, I really feel like my opponent's in a horrible spot here right from the start. We can go into Landorus here. If they Ice Spinner right off the bat aggressively, good on you. I think we can go into Pharaoh just fine. Okay, they go Ninetales. Didn't see that coming, honestly. Do I want to knock off or do I want to set rocks? I think I want to knock off for future Veils. And it should be Goldango coming in here. I think I'm still okay with clicking rocks. Okay, they go into Mawile. Interesting. And we see it's not Hypercutter. Am I okay with sacrificing my Landorus in this matchup? I think so. I will need to be careful with my Pharaoh and keep it healthy for the Bolt. Yeah, this is a little bit scary. I think hard Landorus is the best option here, though. So we can Earthquake here. We should die to a Play Rough afterward. And then let's see. I think we can kill with Iron Valiant. Aura Sphere against max HP is 50% chance to one-hit KO. Let's check our Landorus Earthquake and see if this thing is indeed max HP. Landorus EQ did 45, so that indicates probably is. We could also go Coco Z. That's probably the best move, so let's just do that. Let's throw off a big Gigavolt Havoc here. They may get greedy and not Sucker Punch. They may also switch, would be a fair play. I think a really smart play on their part would be switching to Tusk here. Good on them. I didn't think they'd do that. Oh, but they are 1800s. I'm underestimating perhaps my opponent a little bit here. We can go... Ooh, this is tricky. I think we can go into Mola here to start. Yeah, I think we're actually losing this game. I thought we had a really strong matchup, but okay, good Wellspring. Good Wellspring. Let's go into Pharaoh. Yeah, no, this is not going well. This is not going... I think we do need rocks, though, to make this work. Yeah, I'm going to set rocks. Fire Fang. They had Fire Fang, and then we just get absolutely destroyed. This is going really poorly. Let's go into Coco here in T-Bolt. Okay, they do just go for the Sucker Punch. They cash out, finally. But yeah, this is going really, really badly. We've been, like, losing every single turn. And we can't kill this, obviously. I think we just T-Bolt, get some damage off. We don't do very much. Probably our best play here is to U-turn. We have to kind of hope... Oh, they stayed in, which I'm surprised to see. But okay, Mola. I think Iron Valiant can survive pretty much anything a Wellspring is going to do. So I think that's our play. It's probably Ival and then switch in King Gambit and try to finish off with a Sucker Punch. Okay, we get this situation on, which is solid. Let's just Moonblast here. If they go into gold, that's fine. We can trap that with King Gambit. We kind of have to get aggressive here. I do think we just go King Gambit. I know it's the obvious play, but I think we do it anyway. They might have Focus Blast. We kind of just have to hope they don't at this point. So like, as I said, if they're Focus Blast there, like, what really were we supposed to do with that matchup? I mean, sorry, not matchup. No, our opponent played this really well. Yeah, we just, I guess I got a little too comfortable. Should have played more aggressively from the start. Yeah, no, we just lost like every single play this game. And then, they had sets that were unfortunate for us as well. Obviously, like, this is not a thing. Like, maybe it should be. Honestly, doesn't seem bad. But yeah, the sets were pretty much worst case scenario in every regard as well. But mostly we just got outplayed. Opponent did really well. That happens. So let's see what our out is here. I don't really think there is one. I think we're done. We can go Coco here, but we don't kill. We can U-turn here into Alo and then switch into Ival, hoping they go into Ogerpon, and then we can Moonblast. That's the best I've got. But okay, they sack Tails, which I think is a weird and not a very good play. I'm pretty confused by that, honestly. But okay. I imagine they go into Bolt here. It's we definitely, what am I saying? We super just lose to Bolt. We can go Mola. because they'll obviously thunderclap. We can hope they get aggressive and just attack us here, but they really shouldn't. I'm going to click Mirror Coat, but yeah, obviously they wouldn't go for that. Yeah, this is over. No reason to keep that going. Yeah, let's see. I mean, they led with a booster speed Tusk, which immediately got us off on the wrong foot with hazards. We got up our own hazards, then they had Mawile. They killed that with the play rough. Then they went to, we lost literally every single turn playing wise. Should have realized my opponent was not a scrub and checked their elo. All right, HF, we're facing this team again. We have more info, so I think we should be even better suited to win this time. I think I like Mola lead once again. They lead with Zard this time, which is good. I'm going to flip turn. Oh, wow, they stayed in. Okay, I'm surprised to see that, but that's fine. We can go Ival here and click T-Bolt. I really don't think they want to risk their Tusk coming in here. Okay, we get the T-Bolt going there. Nice. We know this is Scarf now, so I'm inclined to go Mola on this just so the Zard Y can't come in and destroy us afterward. Focus Blast, fair enough. Let's just flip turn. This is why we love AV Mola. Coco comes in. We know this is HP Fire now, so that's good info we have under our belt. I kind of want to go for a big Electrium here in the hopes of hitting the Iron Crown really hard. Actually, we could kill that with a T-Bolt, so let's just T-Bolt here. Okay, they stay in with Coco. Let's see what they do. They click Dazzling Gleam. Specs D-Gleam, obviously going to do a chunk. We can go into Mola here. Let's just flip turn. Okay, like Solar Beam, fine. I think we can actually go Ival here and threaten a kill with... Oh, no, we can't quite kill with Moonblast. That's unfortunate. I'm down to T-Bolt again, though. Hands comes in. Yeah, we know that this thing's now like the bulkiest hands ever. I'm down to go into Landorus. Landorus is not... It's actually, Landorus is pretty good this game, but... Okay, you go into Coco. Let's just go Mola. That covers everything. Obviously, it's not going to like a Specs Electric move, but I don't think my opponent will go for that here. Okay, Leaves comes in. Fine. I'm going to make... We don't really need to make aggressive plays, though. Let's just go into Landorus. That's fine. Okay, yeah, okay, maybe we did need to make... Let me U-turn here. I don't think they ever leave this in to get Pursuit trapped. Yeah, there's the Tusk. Okay, that was not so good. But okay, we can now go for a nice big Aura Sphere. And actually, no, they're probably going to go into Leaves. Let's just Moonblast here. I don't think they go Crown. Does Crown die? Crown might die. Crown has a chance to die here. That'd be cool. They go Crown. Do we get the kill? Let's see. We do not. Unfortunate. Yeah, we're fine with Mola. Okay, cool. We can flip turn. I thought they'd... oh, they just went for it again and sacked it. Works for me. Totally works for me. So at that point then, I think our best play... this is kind of an awkward situation. I think... I'm kind of tempted to go Coco. I think we go Coco to have them bring in their Coco. And then I think we go Pharaoh. This is why... Oh, no, it's booster attack, so we can U-turn on this, which is cool. And I don't see Kingambit as being hugely important. I think we go into it here. If they CC, they CC. And they do catch it. Good on them. Good on them. Fair enough. We can just go into this and click D-Gleam here and get a guaranteed kill. So I'm inclined to do that. Nice. We get the D-Gleam. Coco comes in. We go Pharaoh. Oh, they go Zard. That's a play. Let's degleam. I don't like, yeah, you're totally going into Tusk. Why else would you have done that? Let's see how much damage we get here. It'll be a good chunk. I don't think it'll kill. Indeed, it does not kill, but that's still really solid. Seems like a great time to go into our Pharaoh here. Oh, they just CC and they're going to go down. Beautiful. That went well. Zard Y in the house. We can honestly just go Mola here. We have, like, this is what Mola is for. Let's just flip turn. And after this, we can probably go Coco and click U-turn, is my thought process. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so, like, that's totally fine. Actually, we go Iron Valiant directly and Moonblast this, can't we? 87%, not good enough. So we'll go into this, and we'll just U-turn into Mola. If they stay in, we U-turn into Mola. Okay, interesting. Ooh, they might Solar Beam. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay, cool. Now we can flip turn. We have no risk of dying here. And if the Zard stays in, we can flip turn into our beautiful Iron Valiant and just blow something up with a Moonblast. Yeah, opponent thinking really hard here. There's no way out, I'm afraid. Let's see. Does Ival kill with a Vacuum Wave? It does. That's fun. Let's do that. That felt good. Hands comes in. Yeah, super, super, super easy Landorus sack into the Moonblast win. You are not going to be heavy slamming me this time. Yeah, information is so good in these games. Like, once I know my opponent's team, it makes things so much easier. GG, cool. 5-2, not doing too badly. Gotta make sure to check my opponent's elo next time, though. We played like a bot and got punished for it, that most recent loss. In that game, though, playing like a bot is probably just the safest way to get a win. HF. Okay, we're facing Cold Walnuts here. Not really sure what to make of this matchup. There are kind of some obstacles for Ival. Leech Seed looks good. Yeah, this is I'm not really sure how to feel about this one. I think I like Coco as a lead. Does well into pretty much everything. Heatran. This is the biggest obstacle for Ival, so I honestly just want to throw off a Gigavolt Havoc right away. And if it's an offensive set, this might just kill it straight up. And if it's defensive, which is what I suspect it is on a team like this, we'll get a lot of damage off. Okay, cool. So it throws off an Earth Power. We don't die, and Heatran's at, like, very low health. That's a super good outcome for me. I'm really happy with that. Degleam is not killing here because Heatran 4 times resists that. So let's just go for a Thunderbolt and see what they want to do. And they sack Heatran. So beautiful. The 4 times Moonblast resist is gone. Iron Valiant is looking so much better this game. So amazing stuff. Happy with how that lead went. I don't think we need to stay in Degleam here. We could. I think I'd rather preserve Coco. We can go Lando here. They just throw off an EQ. Totally fine with me. I think we can Toxic this. I'm not sure what kind of Garchomp they are, but I think we should just be able to stay in Toxic and Defog. Okay, they go Mola. That's fine. We miss, which is a little unfortunate. Not a huge deal, but kind of upsetting. We could throw off another one. I don't think we need to. Let's U-turn here, see if we can get some set information, and then we can make a call from there. So that is, I think, AV. Actually, no. No, that's probably defensive. Okay, good to know. So Ival can probably one-shot this. If my calcs are, yeah. So Ival can probably one-shot this, which is good to know. I think we are okay to go into Pharaoh here. My number one fear at the moment is this Garchomp. I think it's a speed tie with our modest Ival too, which is rough. No, it outspeeds us. Zard comes in. Definitely we just go Mola here. They should just Weather Ball kind of to scout if we... I mean, well, they might Solar Beam. We have one fire resist, so they might predict the Mola here. I think we go into it either way. There is the Zard. Let's see. It's just going to be a Weather Ball. Works for me. Let's flip turn here. I don't think they want to risk Solar Beaming a Mola. Most people don't. Bit of a known bad idea. If they do stay in, we flip turn into Ival and click T-Bolt. That's the good thing about Heatran being gone is instead of guessing between like a ton of different moves, we really only have to guess between T-Bolt and Moonblast at this point. That flip turn in Sun did offensive indicating damage. So that's good to know. I don't think Coco can kill yet. No, still can't kill. Okay, so... Ival can come in here. If they have like ground DMZ, that would just be tragic, but I think that's so unlikely. I think I'm inclined to just go Landorus and Toxic again. I think that's the safest way forward. Okay, Pex comes in, fine. Let's just Earthquake. We don't really want to get Landorus poison. I think they hate Stealth Rock enough that we can go Pharaoh and pressure them that way. Okay. In comes the Garchomp. I'm okay to just Power Whip this, just get some damage off. Yeah, that did good damage. I think we can Power Whip again. Having this thing dead permanently would be a huge win. We could also Stealth Rock here in case the Zard wants to switch in this very turn. Leech Seed is another possibility. They really might try to just go Zard here. Let's Stealth Rock. Okay, glad we did that because they did, in fact, go right into the Zard. And... Kingambit's pretty much useless. I think they're going to Solar Beam, so let's go into Kingambit here, and then we can Sucker Punch it. Yeah, they do indeed Solar Beam. Let's get that nice Sucker Punch off, and then they'll kill us. That's that. Yeah, as I expected that. That's okay. And they Solar Beamed again, actually, which is interesting. So here, I think they're going to Roost, so I actually want to knock off. Okay, and they do go for the Weather Ball. So obviously that didn't go great, but that's okay. Here, I'm totally Thunderbolting. I don't anticipate them going into Garchomp. Or Tusk. I think it's a Pax Mola type of situation. Probably a Pax kind of situation. Yeah, I'm surprised to see Zard just attack there. Maybe no Roost on this set. If we could T-Bolt the Pax, then we can Moonblast everything. So that'd be awesome. Okay, we get Mola in. And Mola's going to not die, become very close. This is an awesome turn for Pharaoh. Everything's hating Leech Seed and Power Up, and the Zard can't come in until some removal happens, which, spoiler alert, we're not going to let removal happen easily. So let's see. And if they flip turn here, we can kill the Mola outright, which would be super cool also. So the problem is they can Wish here and then die, like, you know, and that creates a bit of an irritating situation for us. There's really no way of avoiding that, though. So I think I just click Knock Off here and let them do that if that's what they want to do. Okay, they go into Toxapex. We remove an Eject button. Doesn't really matter here, but that's fine. And I'm definitely down to just click Leech Seed here. Okay, they do set the T-Spike. This is the point in the game where we click Power Whip. This Toxapex is not going to like taking... Okay, unfortunately, we get burned instantly. That super sucks, but it is what it is. I'm going to go into Landorus here so we can play this a little bit more aggressively, as Pex will probably recover. Okay, they stay in. Interesting. Good news is, look at Moonblast, right? Moonblast is looking good to go. I think we can Earthquake. Okay, they sack Toxapex. So our Moonblast is officially looking insanely good in this endgame. If they go Tusk, I think I just defog. If they go Chomp, that's a bit trickier, actually. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to defog right off the bat. Let's hopefully they don't Ice Spinner. They do just Ice Spinner. Not what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. We know this Tusk is not Scarf. That's good information. We certainly just click Moonblast here. No question about that. One of the few times I wish I was timid, Specs, because of this Garchomp situation. But we should just be good. I mean, we've eliminated the 2 Fairy Resists. We should just be good to click Moonblast for the win here. Okay, Mola comes in. This will super die. Chomp comes in. Little bit scary. Please don't be Ground EMZ. It's not Ground EMZ. Excellent. Excellent. GG. Okay, cool. 6-2. Doing well. Doing well. Cruising. Getting some wins. Getting our elo up there. HF, okay. Looks like a Moonblast game. I think Petron actually gets like smacked by Moonblast in terrain. I think it takes like a ton. Yeah, it's looking like 2 at KO range. Why would Tusk be Scarfed? It's really common set in Nat decks. Okay, so to start this off, I think I'm okay with Tapu Koko. Okay, Latios lead is interesting. Should be Mega, so I don't think we have any reason to not just click U-turn here. If they stay in, we go Mola and flip turn. This is looking like a really good matchup. I'm not anticipating problems. I'm hoping Mega Meganium gets Triage with Draining Kiss Giga Drain. That'd be super cool. Maybe Strength Sap too. Okay, they stay in. Totally fine. Just go Mola here, and we just flip turn. Absolutely no problem. Yeah, this looks like a really strong matchup for us. Clefable comes in. Let's see how much this flip turn does. So we see that flip turn do 15, which indicates that this is not a defensive Clefable, which is actually bad news for us. We really wanted to see that be defensive because then Ival could have come in here and actually just instantly killed. But this is probably specially defensive. So we can go King Gambit here then. And we can just probably knock off, remove a Skarmory's item. Probably the best thing we can do. Yep, there we go. That looks kind of specially defensive as well. Never mind, King Gambit's just crazy like that. Yeah, okay. Let's go Coco, and we can just, well, yeah, we can just U-turn here. It's fine. Terrain's running out, which is a little annoying. Pink, I used one of your Hooper teams in round 3 of OST today. Honestly, goated. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it was good. Yeah, we can just pivot around on this team. The only excuse me. Oh wow, they left it in. Wow. Bold play. Very bold play. I was going to say the only way we lose this game is if we let the hazard situation get out of control. So we want to be careful to not let that happen. Let's go into Coco here. Make sure they don't just keep on stacking spikes. Now let's U-turn. There's the Lou. There's the Lou we figured would come in. Can Ival come in here and kill this with a Moonblast? Odds are... Let's check that U-turn first to make sure that is what we expect. Yeah, little on the low end. Could be a little bit of defense on the Tinglu. So after leftovers, probably odds aren't looking good. But Coco would just totally destroy their team once this is chipped. So I think we still take it. And we still have a 50% chance to kill, which is not bad at all. And of course more if it turns out to be a little bit of a mixed def Tinglu. Skarmory, buddy, you're not going to take this, I'm afraid. Yeah. You're not taking that. Okay, Skarmory down. So if we defog, that's the end of spikes. Good news. Very good news. In comes the Clefable. So unfortunately, as I said, this is especially defensive, so we actually do not kill this here. But Skarmory's dead, so our Kingambit is looking like cracked. Because it's looking so good, I kind of don't want to go hard into Kingambit. Because I don't want it to just get Moonblasted. I think what we do is we go Mola on the Moon. Okay, they just went for Stealth Rock. So I don't want to get knocked off here. So I think we go Gambit this turn. Okay, see, that's totally fine. And now we can Iron Head. Actually, let's knock off. Like, I don't think Clefable stays in here. But knock off. Well, Iron Head looks really good too. But I think knocking off the Tinglu is probably where we want to be. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much what I expected. Let's go Landorus here. We really want to get this defog going if we can, and I don't see Ruination from our opponent here coming out. I don't think that's their play. We'll see what this Tinglu is though. It's interesting because they have rocks and they have spikes, so it's like, what is this Tinglu's purpose? Let's throw off a defog. If they go into gold, they didn't even go into gold. This game's so over. Poor thing. Almost feel bad for him. Let's flip turn. Yeah, this is going really badly for our opponent. I would not want to be my opponent right now. Let's Iron Head. There's really no downside at this point to clicking Iron Head. Okay. Let's see. Helmet? No helmet even. Awesome. So in that case, we could just Pursuit this thing as a parting shots. Oh, it's going to stay in. Interesting. Okay. Sure, I'll Pursuit again. I know you're going out here. Okay, they're foul playing. Okay, fair enough. Let's knock off here then, get rid of that item. And sure, we can then go into Pharaoh, get up our own hazards. That works totally fine for me. Spikes are the bigger issue. Stealth Rock is not as big of a deal for us. Actually, they're kind of both irritating, but it's fine. Yeah, it might be rest talk. Definitely a possibility. Yeah, let's just get these leftovers removed. This Clefable's been a bit of a nuisance. And I mean, it's got no defense, this thing. So we can probably just honestly click Power Whip on it a few times and just stall out its recovery, stall out its soft boiled. Seems like an okay play to me. Like, okay, well, I was hoping we'd get a little bit further than that before we missed, but we should still be good here to do this plan. Just get rid of this thing soft boiled. Come on, Pharaoh, buddy. Like, look, we got to do a little better than this, Pharaoh. It's not that hard, right? Okay, let's go Mola on this. Okay, they do have Roost. That's fine. Let's just flip turn. Okay, they go into that. It's okay. It's a little irritating, this Pokemon. We can U-turn here. Okay, they're probably going to just Luster Purge this turn, I would guess. We can go Mola. We can Mirror Coat, see what it wants to do. Okay, we'll flip turn here. I don't think they'll click Luster Purge this turn. The hazards plus this Latios are actually proving a little bit irritating for us. Okay, we flip turn on the Petrant. That's a good turn. Honestly, Landorus Earthquake looks pretty solid. Okay, they don't go hard Latios, which is good. Click Malignant Chain. Let's see if they get it. They do not. Beautiful. Let's EQ again. Petrant down. Awesome. Latios doing what it does again. Let's just go Mola here. Let's mirror coat this time. Okay, gold comes in. Might be T-Wave, which would be kind of annoying. Let's not let this. Let's not risk a T-Wave. I think probably just letting Pharaoh. But Pharaoh kind of looks good. Hard Coco seems like a throw, though. Let's just flip turn. I think we're worrying too much. Okay, they just Shadow Ball. That Shadow Ball damage indicates offensive gold, which is sort of surprising. Let's go Gambit and just throw off a Sucker Punch here and see what this thing wants to do. Offensive gold is surprising to me. Okay, they just Sucker Punch. We Sucker Punch and they let it go down. Totally works for me. Happy to see that. Okay, Lou comes out. Makes a lot of sense. I'm happy to go into Landorus here, and we can defog. They have Clefable is all they have left for hazards, and I think we can pretty effectively pressure that at this point. Yeah, they go into Clefable. We can Earthquake this. We do a ton of damage. We defog. We never let these hazards go up is basically the plan. It's a pretty simple plan, but a very effective one. Yeah, our opponent's number of soft boileds, this is not going to end well for them. They realized that and went for the knockoff, which is a good play on their part, but yeah, this is not going to end well for our opponent. And we just defog here. We never let the hazards go up. As I said, it's a simple plan. We never let the hazards go up. Yeah, we never let them go up. Okay, and they go for the kill, but now we just go Iron Valiant, right, and we click Moonblast. Yep, Ting Lu going to go down there, obviously. We can go Mola here. Okay, Luster Purge. We can just flip turn. Clefable comes in. Yeah, this should be game. I'm trying to think what the absolute safest way to tackle this is. I think we go Coco and D-Gleam here is going to be our best approach. And then it should just be a cycle of U-turning and flip turning with Mola around and stalling out the roosts. Okay, they're burning those Luster Purges up, and this should just be a D-Gleam win. GG. Yeah, didn't really need to play that game. Kind of just needed to use the team. Actually, things got a little scary. The Hazard situation was a little scary. And the Latios was a little scary. There have been, I will admit, some occasions where I would have not liked Iron Valiant to maybe be modest, but it's not bad there. Okay. Probably, almost certainly an AV Muck team. Spamming Moonblast looks pretty good. Coco looks solid. Main game plan is going to be clicking Moonblast. This AV Muck is super bulky, though. Hopefully it doesn't get the poison on the first pursuit. That would be annoying. I think I do want to lead with Coco, just to start to get this plan going as soon as possible. We want to go into Landorus on this. We'll find out if this is an offensive chomp or not. They could also go immediately into Muck here out of fear. That would be great if they do. Okay, there's the U-turn coming off. I'm totally down to click Toxic. That covers a lot of their likely switch-ins. Beautiful. We poison a Garchomp. That doesn't happen every day. Okay, so Defog is the obvious option here, and I am just going to click that. Okay, cool. Mola comes in. Not really too worried about that. I think it's a great opportunity to go into our Pharaoh. Maybe just get a knockoff on something. Not risk getting poisoned. Gold coming in. Okay, we have a Mola. That's what this is for. Z, Ghostium does not kill. I'm going to Mirror Coat here. Mola, you freaking legend. Look at that. Okay, we definitely died a pursuit here, so that's not good. Unless we predict it. Let's flip turn and predict the pursuit. Oh, no, we died. That's so sad. That's so sad. I think it was like a high. That was no, it wasn't that high of a roll, but we could have lived, which would have been kind of insane. One to tell the grandkids about, but it is what it is. Maybe I should have flip turned there. Maybe that was unnecessary on my part. But you know what? We did what we did. Regrets are for the past. Let's just game. Okay. Looks like there's really not much reason to not just click like D-Gleam here. Yeah, okay. Oh, awesome that we caught the Garchomp. Didn't think we would. And wow, that's a very bulky Chomper. So we have a chance to not kill here. Let's go Landorus just to be safe. Gold's dead. We can defog a million times, so let's not risk taking a big EQ. I am super happy to Earthquake this. I don't think they're happy to let this get Earthquaked, so let's U-turn out of this situation. Mola comes in, makes sense. That U-turn, critical hit, that seems to me like a very Fizz-Def Mola. Pretty standard Fizz-Def, actually. That's fine. Let's go into Ival and throw off a Moonblast. Okay, they do protect, so they're going to live this next one, sadly. Maybe should have T-bolted in retrospect. Honestly, no, let's just throw off a Moonblast. Probably if they poisoned there, that would have been pretty bad. I feel like I may have made an error. Doesn't E-Train screw with Priority and Scarf, or no? No, it has nothing to do with Choice Scarf, and Psychic Terrain ends Priority, not Electric Terrain. So this is the most obvious Scarf Tusk I've ever seen, probably as Heavy Slam. Let's go into Landorus here. Okay, I don't know what this person is cooking. Let's U-turn. Torn comes in. Yeah, we're just going to go Coco here, and we are going to click Thunderbolt. Muck. We get the Muck. That T-Bolt did a lot. This is not an AV Muck. That's weird. Well, okay, fine. Landorus has been really good, but I still think we bring it in here. And let's just U-turn. We're keeping the pressure on. It's going well. Let's just keep it going. Let's T-Bolt. Awesome. Torn down. Beautiful. Let's go Pharaoh this time so we can hopefully get some beautiful. That's really good chip damage. And I feel like, honestly, just Power Whip looks good here. Yeah, they're going to bring in Garchomp. We miss, which is a little bit sad, but we always just go Landorus on this and continuously deny the rocks and the spikes, of course. So let's defog. Let's go Pharaoh here. If they CC, good play, but it won't kill. They do CC, as I said, good play, but it won't kill. And we can just go Landorus. And I think we can click Earthquake here and kill Mola. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, they go Garchomp, and the Garchomp goes down. Beautiful stuff. Tusk comes in, sack Pharaoh. Yeah, we're just not really afraid at this point. We have too many resources for our opponent to deal with. Mola goes down. Yeah, we just go into Tusk. Yeah, there's that. That's rough. We just Earthquake here. And we just Earthquake here. Rapid Spin, yeah, it's tough out there. It's tough out there. Let's just go Coco and D-Gleam this thing to finish the game. GG. Okay, we're 8-2. We've been picking up mad wins. This is good. Honestly, team seems good. We could try the Lopunny version, but let's just cruise with this for a little longer. Yeah, this Pharaoh does have the worst aim. It's pretty bad. Let's see. Does this team look better, though? Does this team look better? They have no ground type. This is going to be, I think, pretty easy. Looks like their entire team gets farmed by Coco. Obviously, there are risks if we let the Como get out of hand, but I think as long as we play this carefully with the Como, we should be fine. Could be a Z Celebrate Rachi. There are a lot of Pokemon here that like Z moves, so this is odd. Getting hit by a Scarf Gunk Shot would be terrible. I don't think this thing is going to be Scarf, but I do think it might be Gunk Shot, so I want to U-turn out of this situation. Okay, interesting. That U-turn, this Jirachi, that indicates that this Jirachi has no bulk to speak of. Ival's not quite killing. Lando is. I'm a little scared about letting Lando take a lot of damage, though. What's that Ival calc again? 43%. That's not bad. It's not bad. I think we go Ival and just hit it with that Aura Sphere. If we kill, awesome. It'll have about a 50. Oh, okay, it's Scarf. That's not usual at all. Okay, let's go Pharaoh. We can get up hazards here. Yeah, definitely did not see that coming. Scarf is not really much of a set. Okay, let's get up Leech Seed. Yeah, because I figured it would just go for that move, and this is kind of the best thing we can do to counter that. Okay, cool. And I think we can just go... I think we can go Mola here. We'll see if this thing has a physical attack or not. Now they go for the Z. We will survive this, but it's not going to be fun. Unless it's a physical attack, I forget. Okay, it does look like it is special, but now we're staring down the barrel of a pretty strong Como here. So, definitely got some concerns. I'm thinking Landorus is the move here, in case it has a physical attack. Let's see. Drain Punch. Good thing we went Landorus. Really good thing we went Landorus. And now I'm inclined to go Mola on the clanging scales. If they Drain Punch, good play. Okay, they just EQ. And should just be another Landorus here. Leech Seed. Good thing Pharaoh didn't miss this Leech Seed, huh? That would have been a real disaster. One for the books. Mola here is now taking like 0 from Drain Punch, so we're not worried even if they do go for it. Yep, totally fine. And we can just flip turn here. And actually, if they Drain Punch more, that's good for us at this point, because we can heal up our Landorus a little bit. Yeah, so this is actually funny that well, yeah, no, actually we can, because the attack, it's going to do less, so we're actually farming this Como for health, which is pretty funny. Yeah, like that did a little more than I thought it would, but we're still okay. And the EQ there. They realized that they were getting farmed. So no more Zs. That's good. The Z being out of the way on a team with so many potential Z users is a huge win. I think the best play next is Coco. Scarf Rachi isn't a thing because it's just really bad. Is really the fundamental issue. We can have a 50% chance. Let's just Gigavolt Havoc and see how much we do to this thing. We might kill, which would be awesome, just to kill right off the bat. We do not. We can just go Mola now and Jet. Should just be a fire move here. Let's see. Yep, just Fiery Dance, going to do 0, and now we Aqua Jet. For all the Aqua Jet haters in the house, note that Bug Buzz there would have been a real problem had we not had Aqua Jet on our side. Rachi. This is why it's bad, because like we just go into Pharaoh. And then it's like, what are you going to do? Not much. Okay, probably Hidden Power Fire. We absolutely just go AV Mola here. Moonblast coming out. Specs. Let's Mirror Coat. Lay down. Good news. I want to be wary of Quaquaval at this stage. I think probably hard into Landorus makes the most sense here. Aqua Step, yeah, but they don't end up with an attack boost, and that's what we really care about here. So we can go Coco now and throw off a T-Bolt. Okay, oh, Quackleval just goes down. Sorry, I had a thing come up. Like, what are you planning on doing here? No, like, Battle Bond stuff? Let's just go Pharaoh. Oh, poor thing, clicking Water Shuriken. Alright, let's Leech Seed. Okay, they're flinching. That's not good. Let's Leech Seed again. Actually, if they want to do this... Dude, Pharaoh, you better not lose this game by getting flinched a bunch. I'm clicking Power Whip this time. There you go. Okay, good job, Pharaoh. I would have been pretty pissed if you managed to drop the ball on that one. I'm not going to lie. I would have been pretty pissed. Okay, let's just Leech Seed here. Let's see what this thing locks into. It should, like, maybe Trick, I guess. Okay, they're just going to click Iron Head. Pharaoh has got this locked out. We actually... Oh, we can knock. Sure, we can knock. Speed this up a little. Yeah, actually, that'll kill. Pharaoh at the end, just be like, yeah, I'm not going to get flinched. Pharaoh putting in the most work when it matters the absolute least. Shout out to Pharaoh. When the game has already ended, Pharaoh is there to do everything and more. All right, HF. This is a super whack team. 17, a pretty high elo, though. Moonblast looks good. I'm really just sort of confused as to what my opponent's going for here. I think I'm okay to just start with Ival and click Moonblast as I'm expecting an H-Rot lead, but I'm honestly just... Yes, indeed. I am the Pokatuber. But I don't really know what's going on here. I don't think I'm super worried about anything on there. I mean, we've got Aqua Jet Mola, which is really good against Ceruledge. I guess we want to keep Landorus healthy for Ceruledge. Generally, I'm not worried about too much. The Sceptile with Hidden Power Fire could actually be pretty scary. Probably the Sceptile is the biggest threat, so I maybe want to keep Mola healthy to potentially Mirror Coat that. Mola looks really good here. Nothing stopping Flip Turn. Yeah. We're okay to just... Yeah, okay, and there's the H-Rot. Let's just click Moonblast. Could be Scarf, but nothing's going to kill us if it's Scarf. Okay, we see Sash coming out, which makes sense. That's fine. I could go Landorus here. I think I'd rather keep it healthy as possible. And okay, honestly, that's a pretty good against H-Rot situation. They got up one spike, and not much else went down. I think this is a good opportunity to go Pharaoh on what I expect will just be a grass move here. Energy Ball, they're keeping the Lightning Rod around. Or the... Wait, actually, what? Grow. No, they would want to activate the... I don't know what they're doing. Let's go Mola here and Scout, see if they have, like, Hidden Power Fire. Yeah, there we go, they do. Now let's Mirror Coat. And they just instantly let the Mega Sceptile die. I don't think that was a good play, but we absolutely take those. The scary Gliscor set is Swords Dance. How do we want to respond to that? SD score is actually kind of tough for us. I don't want to risk leaving in Mola and dying to an... Actually, no, we don't die to Earthquake. So let's just Flip Turn here. Okay, they're just going to set Stealth Rock. Totally down to just click Defog with Landorus here. We can at least get rid of the Spike. Okay, they go into Gold. That's fine. Should just be able to Earthquake here, unless they're like Bulky Z. Turns out they are Scarf, and they should die. And they do indeed die to Earthquake. So I think we're in a good spot. The Ceruledge is going to be the main public enemy here that we need to be worried about. Actually, no, this Iron Valiant is looking fit to absolutely clobber us. Coco has a 25% chance to die, and that might be our best shot. So this is actually the Ival situation is kind of dire. I think we sack Pharaoh first, though. Get that CC drop. And also, maybe it just doesn't have anything to hit it. They do have Aura Sphere, which we live. Pharaoh, please hit this Power Whip. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Pharaoh, for not... I would have been, like, Pharaoh, if you missed that Power Whip, I would have been beside myself. Like, I don't know what I would have done. Anyway, though. But you didn't. You didn't miss it, so we're square. We're all good. Let's just go for a Power Whip again. Okay, cool. Now I think we go Mola, so we know this thing can't kill us. If it had CC, it would have used it on the Pharaoh. We don't die to T-Bolt here. So we can just Flip Turn. Okay, that's actually mildly scary, because now our Ival Vacuum Wave does not do too much. How about with Electric Terrain? With electric terrain, we kill. So, well, do we want Coco around for the end game? Do we need Coco around for the end game is a more important question. Could also go Gambit, Sucker into Mola Jet. It's going to be, yeah, 12 plus 15. Honestly, I think I like that better. Yeah, because I think that puts us in a better spot against the Sarah Ledge in the end game. Because it should be flip turn plus Landorus helmet damage. Plus Aquajet should kill. Yeah, Mola, Aquajet doing about 40. How much is the Sarah Ledge going to heal? Against Landorus. Killing Landorus. It's going to heal 15, so it's going to be about it. Okay, this is actually a little scary. Can Coco live a hit? Probably not, right? Maybe we sack Coco here, go back into Lando is the play. I thought that flip turn would do more, honestly. Am I tripping, or did that flip turn, like, not do anything? No, that was about what we'd expect. Could sack Coco. Go back into Lando. No, then they just sack the, I think we have to sack Coco, because the Mola's Jet just isn't doing it. They clicked Poltergeist for some reason. I have no idea why you do that, but I'm so happy they did. They should have clicked Bitterblade there. Maybe they're one of those ridiculous sets that doesn't have Bitterblade for some reason. Awesome. Let's go Landorus U-turn. Thank you very much, something or other, for the, as always, the extremely generous donation. Much, much appreciated. Flip turn here is killing, even with the Bitterblade damage, so we just click flip turn here. Poltergeist shouldn't kill. They might Z. If they have Z, they have Z. I think we just have to flip turn here. Okay, they go Gliscor, which is a good sign, so we should be able to win this with Moonblast. Something or other, thank you very much for the 50 gifted memberships. The Oil Baron is indeed in the house, and we do kill with the Moonblast because Iron Valiant is crazy strong like that. GG, so we end by going, we can go for one more. We're 10-2, we can go for one more. See if we can get into 1900s. But yeah, something or other, thank you so much for the very generous donation. Oil Baron has struck again. Guys, make sure you have gift memberships, accepting gifts turned on. We got Trishula in the house for this finale here. So that's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Sort of an interesting situation here. I sort of want to lead with King Gambit on the Diancie. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it, honestly. Let's just do that. You're not killing with anything. And I think it is going to be a Diancie lead. Yeah, there's the Diancie lead. Let's click Ironhead. If they go Volcarona here, that'll reveal the set. Could be Swarm. And okay, they're just going to leave it in, and that should be a death. Yep, down goes Diancie. Down goes Diancie. That's good. Never a bad way to start the game. If Ival comes in here, I'm clicking Ironhead again. Okay, didn't go great, but now we go Zalandris and we can defog. So, okay. See, this is why I wanted to do this, is because I knew we'd end up in a good spot, even if it didn't start so great. Okay, so CC here is going to do a chunk. It's not going to be fun, but we can flip turn. Okay, they knock off, which is, I think, a smart play there. I think that's a good call. We can go into Landorus, though, and we go... we could go back into Mola. I feel like Trishul is probably going to see that coming. So let's just EQ. Oh, no, they go for the Ice Punch. Okay, well, that's annoying, but it is what it is. Flip turn here. Doesn't kill, but it gets us close. Okay, unfortunately we don't get the roll, and we can Vacuum Wave now. All right. Didn't go great. Ival's situation got a little hairy there. Let's go Mola. Let's flip turn. Okay, we see sub coming out. Obviously, that's worst case scenario here. Trying to think if we have anything that can threaten to break. Coco, I think, is dying here. I think Coco's super dying here. Yeah, we can go Coco, and we can Gigavolt Havoc in the hopes that it will substitute or click an aggressive Quiver Dance. It does not. So now we click Aqua Jet. And Bug Buzz will not kill us here. So Savage Spin Out will, though. That will kill. So yeah, it looks like we're just going to get farmed by Trishula for this last game, which is pretty unfortunate. It always irritates me because Trishula like knows our team and then we don't know theirs. And it's like, oh, great. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, like SD Ice Punch is pretty bad for this team, which I feel like you might have known. That pissed me off, so let's go for another one. Yeah, SD Ival plus Subswarm Volk. Savage Spin Out too. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty annoying. That was pretty freaking annoying. Yeah, what really screwed us up was the Ice Punch on Ival, because the thought process was, you know, okay, well, we get a rematch versus this guy, so that's good. Yeah, because this game, I think we lost this one, and that annoyed me. But yeah, it's like a huge advantage when you know every set on your opponent's team and you don't have no clue what's going on with theirs. So it is very, I don't like the Trishula. Like, I can't stop you from playing on the ladder. I'm not going to tell you not to, but it does irritate me. Let's start with Ival, because last time they started with the... Okay, I'm just going to let a T-Bolt rip here, and that is a 56% chance to kill Slowbro. Okay, there you go, Charizard. This, I think, will die. Cool. Great start to the game. You don't think Trishula was watching or knew the sets? Maybe not. Maybe not. It was certainly not a good matchup. I can tell you that much. Okay, we're defogging. That's good. Let's just go Pharaoh here. Okay, we get burned instantly. That kind of sucks. Let's knock off, see what the item this... Okay, Colbur, so that wasn't super helpful. But okay. We can get up Stealth Rock here. It's fine. Let's get these leftovers off, and then we'll be able to Moonblast everything. It definitely is going to just click Rapid Spin here. It should, at least. So we can set up Leech Seed again. Beautiful. And now we'll go for the Stealth Rock. And then we'll go for Leech Seed again. I'm okay to lose the hazard situation this game if I end up okay, the Ice Spit, that's actually not so good. I should have maybe not switched in Landorus there on second thought. Would have been maybe better to keep that healthy. Yeah, that was actually a really bad play because now we're in kind of a dicey position. Let's go Pharaoh. Oh, there, SD. This is really bad. Sack Landorus. Can Coco live a Spirit Break here? Likely to. Let's go Coco and just degleam here. There's the Spirit Break, and we get the 12.5% roll happening to us. Absolutely love to see that. Let's go into Mola, flip turn. Wow, that's some BS. Let's sack Pharaoh here. I think our Ival can kill with a Vacuum Wave at this point. I hope it can. Yeah, it can. But then we're going to promptly lose to Raging Bolt. So, yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, it probably wasn't a huge game-changing element anyway, to be honest. I think Gambit is our play here. And we Sucker Punch. Okay, good damage on that. That T-Bolt to Gambit damage. Let's just Moonblast here. I think that's the right play. Actually, that King Gambit, that Thunderbolt King Gambit, that's not Specs damage, is it? Not in terrain. Let's Vacuum Wave then. I think it should Thunderclap here. Okay, good. We got that. Let's go Mola now as the Slowbro comes in. Trouble is, there's not much we can do here other than spam Knockoff kind of helplessly as it clicks Future Sight. Can we, any chance we can Aqua Jet and kill this thing? We can kill with a Knockoff. Let's Aqua Jet. I think that's, okay, we don't unfortunately get the kill. Let's go Val here on the Thunderclap, likely. And I will Vacuum Wave again. Beautiful. Okay, we're getting the reads. We're getting the reads we need to get. I don't think it'll be enough to save us, but you never know, I suppose. Let's knock off. If they kill us with Gambit here, I think we actually win the game. Or maybe. No, we don't do enough to the Gambit. We don't do enough to the Slowbro. I think our best play is to Aura Sphere and hope they don't have Slack off, and we can maybe get like some good rolls. 3-hit KO type thing. Okay, no, they made the smart play and Scalded. GG. Okay, that sucked. Made a bad play. Made a really bad play. Switching in Landorus that last turn kind of threw. It's okay. You make bad plays sometimes. We'll call it there. Yeah, well, I mean, we've like SD Ival's not really common in Attex is the thing. But it was also, I mean, it was also misplayed. But like, yeah, like Iron Valiant. If we look here, like 9% usage, and they run Swords Dance on 20%. So statistically, we should have seen how many SD Ivals this stream. But because that's going to be, yeah. So we should have seen 0, but we saw like 4. So, you know, is what it is. We can maybe try this next time. This would be better against SD Ival, obviously, as Zapdos. I really like Specs Ival. I think it's really cool. So we'll probably try this again. But anyway, I'll end it there. Thank you guys for joining. Much appreciated as always. Thank you, Something or Other, for the very generous donation, and thank you to all the others who donated, and thank you for those who just hung out and had a good time. Hopefully I'll be feeling better tomorrow for the usual stream. All right. Try to time this right, and this in 3, 2,